Why do you make me do this? Why? I thought I was done with the Asylum after I reviewed Transmorphers. Do you know how hard it was to sit through that movie? But then I saw the comments on the episode. Matthew, would you please do a review of Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus? And you know what happened when I walked around Tesco? You'll never guess. You'll never guess. Guess what I found for £3? Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus! That's right, folks. I gave £3 to these bastards! Again! I'm watching another one of their movies! Why do I do it? Why? Okay. Breathe. Breathe. Okay. So, you must be wondering, is Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus as bad as Transmorphers? No. I couldn't believe it, but the Asylum have actually improved since their last appearance on my show. Yes, it's still B-movie quality, but at least it doesn't look like it was shot in someone's garage. And the script, believe it or not, actually resembles Cohesion. Unlike Transmorphers, where the plot was a mess spread between dozens of unlikable f***wits, the Asylum have instead opted for a standard monster movie, which means you only need a couple of characters and a fairly simple plot. The movie is also notable as one of the first original productions they've done, which perhaps suggests that they're going up market. I don't know, what's up market from the gutter? I should also mention that it's directed by someone named Ace Hannah. Regardless of what else I'm about to say, that name is freaking awesome. So we start off the Alaskan coast, where Aviation and Missile Command is testing their low-frequency sonar technology. By the way, those shots of the helicopter, repeated over and over again. Yep, the Asylum still hasn't broken that habit. Under the sea, Emma and Vince are riding in a mini-sub. Emma is played by 80s pop has-been sensation Debbie Gibson. Maybe she can act as well as she can sing.
Damn it, what was I thinking? Whales don't travel in such big groups.
No.
They cut the engine.
Oh, come on. You don't even have the budget to afford a keypad. So Emma is admiring this awkward combination of stock wildlife footage and CGI whales where the sonar device is dropped into the water. This apparently causes a ridiculous amount of disturbance, somehow springing a leak in the sub and blowing up the helicopter. Their sub begins to sink when Emma sees the Mega Shark and Giant Octopus breaking free from their icy prison. Cut to a drilling station off the coast of Japan. Check out these lightning effects. They're so convincing. And of course, with monsters on the loose, Japan is the first to hear about it as the station gets attacked. Cut to California as Vince drops Emma off. Wait, how did they get off that sinking mini-sub? No, really, how? I want answers, damn it! She is called to the beach where she meets some government officials. There she sees there is one very bloody beached whale. She finds something in the wound.
Tears in his flesh didn't come from anything mechanical. This wound's organic.
Smells like cover-up. It turns out she stole the mini-sub we saw from the opening and is on trial by the review board.
It's all about the dory, all about the damages.
Screw them. Those guys are all about the money.
They can't see the big picture.
Yeah, like you violating orders, stealing a mini-sub, severely damaging it, and nearly getting yourself killed. They're just a bunch of money-hungry dicks. Emma sneaks back to the scene and extracts the enormous sample from out of the whale. Over in Japan, a scientist talks to the sole survivor of the drilling station incident. Our scientist reminds me of a young George Takei, actually. I think I'm going to call him Mr. Sulu. Up in the air.
That's your seatbelt.
Whoa.
Please sit down, sir. It's just an air pocket. Thank you.
I'm getting married in 2 days.
It'll be fine.
Don't worry, it's not like a giant shark will jump 30,000 feet in the air for no apparent reason and kill everyone.
Holy shit!
Oh. So Emma gets kicked out of the Oceanographic Institute and meets up with her old mentor Lamar, apparently played by an Irish Sean Connery alike.
Sounds like you need to look at the Irish.
The pair study the sample. Oh, and would you stop with the annoying grey flash frames? It's really pissing me off, because they're everywhere and they serve no purpose whatsoever.
A tooth?
Must have one hell of a smile.
How big?
By 11.
Inches? Jesus.
Feet.
Feet?
Yeah, say hello to Megalodon.
Meaning big tooth.
At San Francisco Airport, Mr. Sulu flies in to meet Emma and Lamar, who he apparently knows.
The kind of damage we sustained is not compatible with the physiology of Megalodon. I did manage to speak with one of the only survivors of our most recent attacks. I like to consider these police identity sketches. Notice the eye. enormous, with a huge slit-shaped pupil.
Or notice the first picture, which has a creature with freaking tentacles like an octopus! A package is sent by Vince, and it's a disc containing footage of the mini-sub camera on that fateful night. Incidentally, this is the last time that Vince will ever be mentioned. Bye! Upon examining the footage, they come to believe they are not only dealing with a megalodon, but also a giant octopus. Cut to a battleship, which is out to kill the beast that has apparently been causing all these unexplained deaths at sea.
Contact! 1,000 yards and closing!
It's approaching the ship.
500 yards! Still closing!
I thought I submerged a minute ago, and it's not getting any closer to the ship.
Commence firing.
Nice to see they stuck some gun effects on a stock battleship that isn't even firing in the right direction.
It rises.
Okay, how many times are we going to repeat that shot again? Oh, good! Now we're repeating that shot, only flipping it over so it looks different. And yeah, the ship gets sunk. Well, that was totally pointless. Back with Emma, Sulu and Lamar, and a tactical strike team breaks into Lamar's house. They take them to a Naval Air Command station. There we meet Alan, the film's resident idiot, played by Lorenzo Lamas.
Now, clearly, we're dealing with a menace that no one has ever imagined, much less counted on.
Like Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, very tasteful. Thanks.
You realize your Japanese government has given us full authority over your destiny? Your very existence is in my hands. Unless, of course, you want to commit a Harry Carey or some shit.
That is so wrong.
No more wrong than making a joke about Hurricane Katrina. So they want their help to stop the megalodon.
I'll give you a tip for nothing. Megalodon don't discriminate.
Yes, he's an equal opportunity eating machine.
And he ain't alone.
Why is the video clip not moving? Is that another effect shot you forgot to add in Asylum?
A giant octopus. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, because when you have a giant prehistoric shark running around, giant octopuses are way out of the realm of possibility. They come up with the idea to trap the creatures in low coastal areas, such as San Francisco Bay and Tokyo Bay, but they need to find a way to lure them to those areas. Yes, we know they're on the naval base still, thank you! The work on Allure is slow, but it does allow the group to get to know each other.
I was always drawn to the water. Always felt like a part of it.
Me too. My family were all fishermen. They all wanted me to follow in their footsteps.
Why didn't you?
Too much death.
I never got past putting the worm on the hook.
Oh, I see the flickers of attraction. Mr. Sulu! So after that spontaneous sexual episode, they finally come up with an idea.
They say physical attraction itself may literally be based on smell. What?
Pheromones.
My God, are you thinking that we...
Pheromones. The attraction, we can use it to draw them in.
It took you that long for you three geniuses to figure that one out? You need to get laid more often. So they come up with, hey, I saw that shot a minute ago. The only difference is it doesn't have a title card over it.
How can we be so sure that they're going to take the bait?
Those guys have been frozen in ice for millions of years. Wouldn't you be a little horny?
Do I make you horny, baby? Yeah, do I?
Go on, I hope this is part of the unfreezing process.
What is it with my movie characters lately? I think they need help for sex addiction.
You must realize that some of us have the burden of sex to deal with.
Yes! We know! They're on the naval base still! They haven't left the place! So stop reminding us! So Sulu has to go back to the 22nd century, I mean Tokyo. Which, when you think about it, is the same thing. So a fighter plane releases the pheromones over San Francisco.
We spotted something.
This could be it, people. Shark or squid?
I don't know, it looks like it has a load of tentacles, so I'm gonna say shark.
Hard to say.
They are both roughly the same size.
How is an oceanographic stupid enough not to be able to tell that's a f***ing octopus?
The image is fading. Tango Delta, reduce altitude immediately.
Sir, we're flying at breakpoint altitude. Any lower could endanger the mission.
Endanger the mission? You mean endanger yourself?
But sir...
Get down there and get a proper beat on that beast, or I'll have your wings, Colonel.
What? One eats 747s and the other has giant tentacles. I think it's best to maintain a safe distance. As ordered, the plane flies lower.
Mayday, sir, I'm going down!
The thing hasn't even hit you yet! And of course, the octopus swats it out of the sky. Thank you, Captain Dumbass. Emma and Lamar go down the mini-sub to drop the hero bait, but there's a problem when the arm won't drop the bait. Emma tries to ram it off, but ruptures the sub, which looks remarkably like the previous rupture at the start. Alan calls in another battleship because the last one works so well.
Screw these environmentalists. When I give the command, shoot to kill.
That's right, screw containment, blow shit up and cause even more damage. The mini-sub loses the arm, not that we see that, and hightails it to get away from Megalodon. The ship starts firing at the shark and disappears off radar somehow.
Target destroyed.
Woo! Who wants shark skin boots?
Maybe we'll save those celebrations for when you learn how to act. But suddenly the shark reappears.
Base of action, sir. Sir!
I just realised what piece of shit I'm in. So the shark bites through the ship, which explodes, and then, for some reason, chomps through a poorly CG'd Golden Gate Bridge. I guess the Jaws films were right, sharks do like the taste of metal. Sulu tells us that things aren't so hot in Tokyo either.
As you can see, we effectively lured the octopus into the bay, but our military has only succeeded in angering it. Like a cornered dog, it's even more vicious than ever.
Unfortunately, the budget doesn't stretch that far, so you have to settle for someone talking about it. It's just as riveting, I assure you.
Madness.
This is Sparta! Could resist.
Perhaps it's time to consider something more all-encompassing.
What, nuke?
Yeah.
Because dealing with nuclear fallout is a lot better than dealing with two giant monsters. In her dream, Emma comes up with a new idea.
Thrilla in Manila.
Come again?
We'll get them to kill each other.
Finally! An hour into the movie, we move towards the fight we were all promised. I guess they gave up on that whole containment idea, huh? We know! We don't have to be reminded every 5 minutes! So they plan to lure them together using the pheromones. Mr. Sulu is on the view screen.
What's going to guarantee they're going to duke it out? To the death, no less.
It's in their nature. They're natural-born enemies.
Which is why, when the ice was broken, the first thing they did was swim apart. Oh wait. So Sulu and the Americans get on board submarines to lure the creatures together.
There are some words from Julius Caesar. If we knew this day's end ere it come, but suffice that it will end.
And then the end will be known. But if we meet again, why, we shall smile. But if not,
Then this parting was well made.
Glad to see the Asylum is still quoting great works of literature to make their work just a tiny bit less shit.
We are the stuffed men.
It doesn't work. The creatures have struck again, so they set a course for that location. Here comes Mr. Shark in that same shot again. They floor the submarine, causing the actors to make pitiful attempts to make it look like the sub is shaking. A naval fleet comes to their aid, but the octopus makes short work of them. They escape the octopus, but then the Megalodon follows, and the navigator cracks under pressure.
You're insane! You're gonna kill us all!
What the hell's going on? So the navigator gets punched out and Lamar takes the controls. Finally, the shark and octopus collide.
2 bogeys. Hard to say what they're doing.
From the looks of it, they're either f***ing each other up or simply f***ing each other.
those guys have been frozen in ice for millions of years. Wouldn't you be a little horny?
Seriously, it looks more like an interspecies rape than a fight. The shark breaks free and Emma discovers that we are right back off the Alaskan coast, right where we started. Suddenly the shark bites the sub. Okay, how is it having that much trouble eating a sub when it just broke through a ship, no problem, 15 minutes ago? Emma, Alan and Lamar race down to the mini-sub before the shark actually bites the ship in two this time. All seems lost when...
Gotcha!
Mr. Sulu! Yay! But watch out for the octopus. No! Not Mr. Sulu! The Megalodon and octopus start fighting each other, and it's exactly the same humping we saw earlier. And from the looks of it, the Megalodon gets the shit beaten out of it. They fight for about 30 seconds, and apparently this is enough to kill them. Bullshit! The movie's called Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus, and they only fight for a little bit at the end. I call that false advertising.
Can anyone read me? This is Shimada. Over.
Hooray! Mr. Sulu's not dead! So Sulu and Emma are together on the beach in love, but the Mars got something to show them.
Oh, no, you have that look. Finding those two creatures was a once-in-a-lifetime event. What's this?
Another lifetime. Infrared, but of what?
Some sort of organic life. Preserve.
Where were these taken?
The North Sea. You ready?
Hell yeah. You?
Let's go.
Oh god, not a sequel! No! So that was Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus. It's got better acting, plots and effects than Transmorphers, but that's not really saying much. The film still looks very cheap, the special effects have gone from PS1 to PS2 graphics, and they constantly repeat the same shots over and over again. I swear half the movie is just shots they've repeated to pad out the running time. And to be honest, it fails as a B-movie because it fails to live up to its title. I'm sorry, but if you're going to name your movie Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus, you damn well better live up to it. Because I'm nice, I will give the Asylum a little gold star for attempting to improve. Even if their movie is still shit. I'm Matthew Buck, beating out bad movies everywhere, and don't ask me to do another Asylum movie, please.
Be still.